Akinredolu visited Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and Sanwolu ahead of Ondo poll. The governor of Ondo State and the candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC, Akinredolu Akinredolu, visited the national leader of the party, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, at his residence in Lagos. He seized the opportunity to also visit his counterpart, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwolu. The governor has earlier announced his new running mate, Honorable Lucky Ayedatiwa, since the embattled deputy governor, Honorable Agbola Ajayi, has decamped from the party. He used the opportunity to introduce the chosen deputy governor to the national leader and host Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The governor shared this in a post on his verified Facebook page with picture of the visit. He wrote, "Today I visited our national leader Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and my brother Babajide Sanwo-Olu to formally introduce my deputy governor designate Honorable Lucky Ayedatiwa and to consult with them on the forthcoming election in Ondo State. We are one in All Progressive Congress Nigeria and our party is stronger than ever." Wow, and it has been a lot of reactions on social media on today's. Meanwhile, the governor of Ondo State has said the reason why he met with Tinubu, and it is gathered that the Ondo State Governor, Akinredolu, said that he had a meeting with All Progressive Congress leader Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. According to him, the meeting bordered on the forthcoming governorship election in the state, adding that he met with his Lagos State counterpart Babajide Sanwo-Olu too. Well, he tweeted that he visited the leader Asiwaju Tinubu and at Jide Sanwo-Olu to formally introduce his deputy governor. Well, and he also said that the relationship between Tinubu and himself in recent years has been tricky, as the former governor of the Lagos State is believed to have supported the aspiration of some candidates who had competed the APC flag with Akinredolu. And it was gathered that when you meet with God and not man, meeting with God gives permanent assurance. That's what people are saying. That you meeting with Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu is not as when you meet with God, because he is just a man. Well, a lot of people will definitely have some opinions concerning this, but what a lot are saying right now is that the same Tinubu you once insulted 4 years ago, this is the same person you are now praising. Well, that is politics for you. Well, Jesus is coming soon. These your worldly activities will soon come to an end. That is the opinion from Tunde Arogun that day. Well, Zodiac said, but whichever candidate Tinubu was alleged to have sponsored eventually stepped down for him, do you think that was out of the blues? The only candidate that finally contested against him was okay, and he didn't have any link with Tinubu's sponsorship. Alright, that is that, my people. Well, and it was also gathered that the Ondo State governor also paid a condolence visit to the family of the late former governor of Oyo State, Senator Abiola Ajimobi Egbon. Older person was a good friend with great vision. He will be surely missed. We had a jolly good time with Olusegun Abraham earlier today. We can only win as one. I know we will all work together to move Ondo State to a higher level. Governor Akinredolu was on July 21st, 2020 declared winner of the Ondo APC primary election. Okay, and that is that. And it was gathered that the Ondo governorship twist as Akinredolu Jegede set for final battle. Okay, now that the two leading political parties in Ondo State, the All Progressive Congress APC and the People's Democratic Party PDP, have produced candidates that would slug it out on October 10, 2020 for the governorship seat. The real journey and battle seem to have begun. While meanwhile, the candidate of the APC is the incumbent governor, Akinredolu Akinredolu, while that of the PDP is Mr. Eyitayo Jegede. The two had also emerged during the last governorship election in 2016, where they slugged it out at the election, but Akinredolu won. Okay, Jegede, who was the state attorney general and commissioner for justice under the immediate past governor of the state, Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, was favored and picked by Dr. Mimiko at the time to be his successor. Unfortunately, many who were not comfortable with Governor Mimiko presenting Jegede as his successor, especially the original PDP member who had been in the party before Dr. Mimiko and his supporters crossed from the Labour Party to join them in PDP. Well, it did not really support Jegede. Also, those who were clamoring for a change also did not support Jegede. They believed having him at the seat of power would indirectly mean having a continuation of Mimiko's government. Well, during the 2016 campaign, Dr. Mimiko was at the forefront, but after the election, Dr. Mimiko and some of his supporters left PDP and went to Zenith Labour Party, a party said to belong to Mimiko. Jegede in turn remained in PDP and has remained loyal to the party. Another factor that also worked against Jegede at the time was that he comes from Akure, Ondo Central Senatorial District, where Dr. Mimiko also comes from. The Northern Senatorial District believed it was their turn, and this worked in favor of the present governor Akinredolu Akinredolu. Now that the two sons are back on the battlefield, it may not be that easy for each camp. For Governor Akinredolu, who is seeking a second term in office, he has the support and backing of the cabal and some state governors. Before the primary election that produced Akinredolu for the second term, some members of the Unity Forum and opposition group within the APC had warned Dr. Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State, Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna, and some APC state governors to stay clear of Ondo State, alleging that they would influence the election in favor of Akinredolu against the rest 11 candidates of the APC. Well, it was also alleged that Governor Akinredolu had the backing of the presidency. This, some analysts said, formed why the indirect mode of primary was used for the election, even as the rest 11 clamored for direct. Also, the choice of Governor Yaya Bello, who was perceived to be a friend of Akinredolu, was said to be another factor that assisted the governor. As the election draws near, the two candidates are striving hard to make sure they win the October 10 election. To start with, the two are already reaching out to other aspirants who lost to them at the primaries. Well, immediate after the APC primary election, Governor Akinredolu had gone to visit Honorable Isaac Kekemeke and Chief Olushola Oke in a bid to reconcile with them and ensure they do not leave the party, as advised by the APC leadership. 3 of the aspirants had stepped down for him before the election. One of those who stepped down for him is Engineer Ife Oyedele. Governor Akinredolu on Thursday appointed him as one of the directors for the Sunshine Food Processing Concept run by the state. But as at time of filing this report, some of the opposition and aggrieved members who lost out in the primary election were still watching. We may pitch out tent with Jegede just to ensure Akinredolu leaves, one of them said. Well, there is also trouble in the PDP camp, like Governor Akinredolu. Jegede too had reached out to the Deputy Governor, Honorable Agbola Ajayi, Dr. Eddie Oyefeso, and some aspirants who contested against him. But the Deputy Governor was said to be making moves, talking to former Governor Mimiko on how to use his platform, Zenith Labour Party, to contest for governorship. It is difficult at the moment to predict the effect the movement of Ajayi to ZLP may have on PDP. Both Governor Akinredolu and Jegede in the past 1 week have said they will definitely win the election. Jegede had told Akinredolu that he should start packing his load from the Alagbaka State House, while Akinredolu has retorted by saying he will surely get a second term. Events of the coming weeks will help in no small measures to determine where the pendulum would swing. Well, that is it, my people. A lot has been said so far. This is a game of politics, as I've been saying. Well, the thing is that any which way, someone must emerge a winner. And that is the game of politics for you. Well, my people, meanwhile, let me have more takes from you. And remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.